Hi everybody, it's Jen. We're going to be starting, pretty much now. Let me just confirm that we're live. So for those of you that are not aware, I had wrist surgery on Friday, carpal tunnel. It's healing. It's going fine. It's just I have very little strength in this hand, but that doesn't mean I can't do some sort of yoga. So if you are interested in more of a gentle practice, join me. We're going to be doing nothing that involves the hand because I cannot place any pressure on this hand, nor have very much dexterity in these fingers. So if that's something that appeals to you, come on in, join me. And if it doesn't appeal to you, totally fine. Take a look at our yoga playlist. And there's something on there for you, I promise. All right, so I am going to take a seat. Hopefully I don't look too crazy disheveled today. Can't really do my hair with one hand, so hopefully it works. And if not, you know what? It is what it is, so come on in. All right, let's spend 2 minutes just taking big, deep breaths. If you want to add in some hand movement where you're bringing the arm up and back down, you're more than welcome to. I'm not, but that is a great way to kind of get the full body involved. Throw my peppermint out. Thought I could finish it before class, but take 3 more deep breaths in together. 1. And 2. And 3. Wonderful. Let's just turn our head to the side. Through the center and to the other side. Come through center, point that chin up at a diagonal. Back down and up at a diagonal the other way. And release. All right, I'm going to stay here on my knees. If you'd like to join me, feel free if you were sitting in a different position. And I'm just going to make sure that I have enough room side by side so I can do some arm movements, leaving my hands just kind of where they fall, doing some arm movements, and I'm not going to hit anything, because heaven knows I do not want to hit anything with this hand. I've already done that. I'm not doing it again. Not fun. All right, let's place those palms up, and let's come in and down and back up. So, palms together but not hitting. Flip. And let's come down. And if you want to do it a different way, that's totally fine. We're basically just moving those arms up and arms down, and then staying up nice and high. All right, let's turn our torso. Come back to the center. Turn the torso. Come back to the center. Drop the arms. Again. Up. Turn. Center. Turn, center, and drop. And this last time, come on up. Turn everything kind of leaning towards one side. Back through center. And the other way. Back through center, release. All right, so we're going to stand on up now. We're going to do that same thing. So taking your time, standing on up. Or if you don't want to stand up, you can come up to your knees here as compared to down here. So either one is totally fine. And let's see if I can frame just barely. So I think I am going to stay here on my knees, just so I am in frame. But either way, totally fine. Let's come on up. Turn. Center. Turn. Center. hands down. Come on up. Turn, center, turn, center, arms down. Come on up, lean a little bit. Through center, lean a little bit. Through center, and drop those arms down. Let's come into our mountain pose. Pull those shoulders back and down. You can 100% still be standing. And release. All right, I'm gonna stay here kneeling, but I want you to stay standing if you so desire. Have one foot pointing that way, and I'm gonna have my other foot, or knee in this case, pointing this way. So I'm here, just like I would be if I was standing in a warrior two position. Same thing, I'm just a little lower. That's it. All right, let's bring those arms up. Let's turn to the side. Let's open back up. Let's bring those arms down and hold. Let's lean forward and back a few times. Remember, kneeling or standing. If you feel like something's going to keep you out of balance, i.e. your hand, you can 100% always come down on your knees. And then up and over. And back through center. And release. All right, let's do that same thing on the other side. So I'm just switching my legs and or knees, facing the other one. All right, let's bring those arms up and turn. Back through center and down. Bring those arms up and turn. Back through center, bring those hands down. Let's lean forward and back a few times. And then let's reverse. And then release, bring those hands down. I'm going to come back to my knees or back to my standing mountain, whatever I was in. And I'm going to come into chair. So I'm going to do a kneeling chair, which means I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to hold in that little bit of a squat as compared to a standing chair. So you can decide which one works best for you today, but we're going to do that. All right, so I'm going to bring my hands kind of in the middle. I could have them touching if I so desire, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to keep my hands about a face width apart, but feel free to have them touching. And actually, this way. And I'm going to sit back and hold. You can also have your arms up if you prefer. And come on up. Shake those arms out 2 more times, just like that. Arms in front. Sit back and hold. And come up. Shake them out. Hands in front. And sit back and hold. And come on up, shake it out. So we're going to do some side chair. So I'm, again, not going to have my hands touch. I'm just going to rotate them here. And I'm not going to have them actually come onto my thigh. Like if I was standing, I would be here in my chair. But if I'm kneeling, it's not giving me much to go on. I 100% can be here if I want to take out all the balance component and the core isometric hold component. And I'm just going to sit back and rotate. But if you are standing, feel free to put that arm on that thigh. So 3 times each side, just go back and forth. All right, let's sit back and hold. And come up, shake it out. Other side. This is back and hold. second set. So back and hold. And release. Other side. Sit back and hold. And come up, shake it out. One more time each side. And let's go. And up. And other side and hold. And up. All right, if you were standing, I would like you to turn to the center of your mat, turning totally sideways. Bring those arms up. Swan dive down. And come to a seated / kneeling position. Taking yourself here, just do a little twist. And a little twist. Back to center. One more thing, kind of being upright. We're going to come on up. We're going to put one foot in front on the ground. I'm just going to put my arms on top of that thigh. I'm going to puff my chest forward, and I'm going to lean on in. If you would like to take your arms away from your thighs here, you 100% can bring those arms up. But if you're not sure what you want to do, I always say stay here with the base. You can always add on later if you like. A couple more breaths here. And then release it back. Point those toes up. And then either walk those hands down if you'd like. Or I'm just going to put my arms back on my thigh. Get a nice hamstring stretch. And release. Let's start back with the other side with our starting leaning forward with that hip flexor. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating a storm right now. Probably because I'm wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants, but it's nice and comfy and cozy upstairs. Now I'm sweating. Whew. Or it could be my first real movement in a couple of days too. And release it back, toes up. Sometimes you forget how much energy your body needs just for recovery. And release. All right, so we're going to take our time. We're going to roll and lower ourselves onto the mat. Whatever. However you want to get there. I kind of just flop and roll, but whatever makes you happy. All right, so we're here on our backs. Let's cross one leg over. And then we're going to kind of prop ourselves up on our elbows and bring that foot in. So this is our figure 4 stretch without using our hands. So normally we would loop through and grab the back side of our thigh, but we're not using hands today, so we can't do that. So I have those toes just nice and pointed up, or flexed, so they're pointed up to the sky. And I can decide how close or how far I want to be, so I get a nice stretch in this outer hip glute area. And then I can release it down, and I can switch it out to the other side, same thing. And I may have to adjust how far in I go, because each side is going to be different. And then release. I'm going to have both feet on the ground, and then I'm just going to just drop those knees to one side, come up through center, and drop those knees together. So I totally can't have my hands on the ground and spread equally and giving myself a good base of support. Right now, I have those hands up, so I don't have that ability. But there's no reason why you can't. I'm not doing it to make it harder on anything. I'm doing it because I just don't feel comfortable at this point. I have about a 2-inch incision in my palm. Stitches come out on Thursday, so I will have a little bit more flexibility with class next week, but it'll be a couple of more weeks before I really feel comfortable doing a full downward dog on that. So if you want to join me on that journey, by all means. So just pick a side and stay. And if this is not exciting to you and you don't want to deal with it, totally understand. No worries whatsoever. Check out Jessica's videos. The Rise and Shines, I've recorded a whole bunch of those in advance, so those are all good to go. Those have regular content. And just the other side. But for this one, it's going to be a little bit more of a low-key growth, and then for the fitness challenges on Friday, I'll probably just coach more of those. So they'll still be harder workouts, but I won't be doing them as much. And release. Wonderful. All right, lay on your back. Let's do some bridges. All right, so I'm just going to put my hands over my chest, but you can 100% put them on the ground and stabilize as well. So let's do a couple different variations. Let's start with the first one, and you can always stay here. You don't have to out if you don't want. Let's bring those knees up and come about 3/4 or more on the way down. So we're not touching those glutes to the ground, but we're keeping that pressure and that the weight of our body on those muscle groups at all times. So now, if you would like to add on, we're going to come up, come out, come in, or back down. Up, out, in, and down. Let's do more like this. Two more. And one more. And relax here. All right. One leg is going to be up in the air. If you want to cross it over, feel free. Either way, you're supporting the entire weight of that leg on one leg only. Keeping that leg up in the air just involves a little more balance and support needed by your body. So I'm going to try that. We'll see what happens. But if I need to cross that leg over, I have no problems doing so. I'm going to go for 10. All right, let's lift up. There. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm going to do that same thing on the other side. And let's go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, drop it down. Take a second. You can straighten those legs out if you want. Now we're going to kind of combine those all together in a little combo, okay? So what's going to happen? I'll demo. So we're going to have both come up, out, in, 1, 2, and then back down. Okay? So we're going to do 10 of those. And if you want to take any of those pieces out, or if you want to add any pieces in, feel free. So it's 2 legs, knees out, knees in, 1 leg up, other leg up, and then lower either all the way down and reset, and then come back up, or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, come 99% of the way down, and then come back up without touching. Or touch, but don't let the weight of your body actually reset it. Okay. Let's begin. So let's go up, out, in, lift, and 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8. Whew. We're at 9. Last one for 10. And drop. Oh, okay. I'm going to cross one leg over the other and drop those knees to one side. And I'm just going to bring my arms up overhead. And then I'm going to switch out. And then release, open those knees up to the side. 5 breaths here. Alright, so we're going to come into some abs now. If you don't want to do abs, you want to do something else, feel free. If you don't want to do abs and you want to do Shavasana for an extra bit of time, feel free. We're going to do some abs. So I'm just going to cross my arms over my chest so they're kind of out of the way, but if you want to bring them behind your head and use your hands in that way, feel free to do so. I'm just going to kind of cross mine over. I'm going to stay here with those knees out, and I'm going to do 10 crunches here, just bringing that head and neck and shoulders off the ground, but not a full sit up. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Bring both knees to one side. 10 crunches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then release. Bring those knees to the other side. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to roll all the way over onto my belly. I'm going to bring my arms to my side. Number 1 for safety, and number 2 because I have no space. But if you'd like to bring your arms in front and do more of like a Superman type of, or Superwoman type of action, feel free. I'm going to do my arms behind, more of a rocket person technique. But either way, we're going to lift that chest up off the ground. We'll do 10 just with the arm, just with the upper body. And then we'll do 10 just with the lower body, and then we'll do 10 together. All right, let's lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to relax my head and just the lower body is going to come up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do 10 together. Up and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax. You can roll yourself back over and come into your Shavasana position. I'm going to spend about 2.5 minutes here in Shavasana, and then we'll come out of it together. Of course, if you're doing your own thing and you want to continue doing your own thing, feel free. Start to wiggle those fingers and toes. And normally I'd say bend those knees, turn to your side, and use your arm to push yourself up. But I can't do that today, so I'm going to have to roll like a ball. If there's a different way that you would like to roll, sit up, by all means, please do so. Then I'm going to tuck my knees in, and I'm going to use momentum to lean forward and back, do 3 rolls, and then sit up. Kind of loop my arms around my thighs, drop that head, and then sit up. Do a little twist to one side, back through center, a little twist to the other side, and then come back through center. Turn that head, keep that back nice and straight. And through center. Other side. Through center. Straighten those legs out. Bring those toes up towards the sky. And lift your upper body up. And lean it on forward. One up. 2 more. Lean it on forward. And then up. The last time. Lean it on forward. Drop that upper body. And then roll it on up. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Hope that gives you some movement. And come back to me next Tuesday and I'll be hopefully a little bit better. And we can do a little bit more movement, maybe some more standing stuff as compared to kneeling. But wherever you are and whatever journey you are in, there's always something for you. So have a great day.